Hello from the Bureau of Meteorology with an update on the heatwave affecting parts of Queensland and New South Wales, and also a look at a rainfall event that's developing through South Australia in the next 24 hours. To the temperatures first though, and as we've expected, we've seen some very high temperatures recorded through inland parts, many locations in the low to mid 40s over the last few days, and these are the temperatures from yesterday. And while it wasn't quite so hot along the coast, some of the western suburbs of Sydney recorded their hottest day in the last 3 to 4 years. And the heat is going to continue, particularly through inland parts during Thursday. Again, many locations in the low to mid 40s. Slightly cooler along the New South Wales coast thanks to a shallow cold front that's moved along the coast, but still very warm through southeast Queensland. And along the coast, not only do we have the heat, we also have very high humidity, and that's doing a couple of things. Firstly, it's making the temperatures actually feel warmer than what they are, up to at least 2 to 3 degrees above what the temperature is that we're recording. And another thing that's going to do is cause some thunderstorms to develop, particularly for areas focused through northeast New South Wales and southeast Queensland right across the next 3 to 4 days. And we could have some very high rainfall totals, some very heavy rainfall thanks to all of this moisture in the atmosphere. Now overnight tonight, the temperature is going to struggle to drop down to below 30 degrees in many locations through inland parts. And on Friday, we'll see the temperatures climb up very high once again. And we have this trough feature. It'll actually move through the southern states through Friday. And we're going to see northwesterly winds develop quite strong and gusty ahead of that trough, and that means that we'll see some elevated fire dangers through western parts of New South Wales. It also is going to push that hot air back towards the coast, so Friday's the day where we do expect to see the highest temperatures. One thing it will depend on just how high they get is how much cloud cover develops ahead of this trough as well. Now the trough will continue to move northwards across the weekend. It's going to take the cooler air northwards with it, but it is quite shallow, and what that means is that we're really only going to see temperatures returning to about average, and by the early parts of next week we're going to see that high heat start to build again through those inland parts of Australia. Now, we also, because of all of this high heat, still have severe to extreme heatwave conditions expected through southeast Queensland and northern New South Wales. So this is a time to be taking advice from the state health departments. Make sure that you stay cool and stay hydrated. And now let's turn our attention to this rainfall event that's developing over South Australia. On the satellite image we can see there's lots of moisture over Western Australia and a cold front just to the southwest of Western Australia. So in the last 24 hours we've seen that moisture really stream in down over South Australia from the tropical low over Western Australia. And as that front's approaching, we're seeing a rain band develop. Now that rain band is going to continue to move towards South Australia through the latter part of Thursday. We'll see thunderstorms embedded in it, and as it moves across the state, we are expecting to see rainfall totals of 20 to 60 millimetres, particularly through the agricultural areas and then extending over towards Adelaide as well. The totals are likely to be variable because we do expect to see thunderstorms embedded within this rain band, and it's where the thunderstorms are that we'll see the highest totals. It is possible that we'll see some falls of between 60 and 80 millimetres, most likely around the Mount Lofty Ranges and Adelaide Hills. And if we do see these types of rainfall amounts in very short periods of time, through Adelaide most likely from around dawn tomorrow to mid-morning, we could see some creek and stream rises and also some flash flooding. So with all this weather around the country at the moment, make sure that you're staying up to date with all the latest forecasts and warnings from the Bureau's website and the BOM Weather app, and you can also get updates on Twitter.